Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Morning, everybody. No makeup, messy hair. We're still in between moving. Half the stuff in storage, half the stuff in my temporary housing unit. We're not anywhere near done, and I'm exhausted. So no, I'm not doing my hair, and no, I'm not doing makeup. I just don't have the energy. Okay, a couple of housekeeping items before we do today's video. Number one, please stop sending me emails telling me how to pronounce words. I can't pronounce them. I'll never be able to pronounce them. I'm doing the best I can do. If my mispronunciation of the, like Edinburgh, is supposed to be something else, or whatever it is, I'm sorry if it bothers you. If it bothers you that much, you probably shouldn't be watching my channel, because I butcher half of the terms that come up. I'm not going to be able to change it. I'm doing my best, but if it bothers you, I will miss you. I'm sorry. Second housekeeping item. I keep getting emails from people saying, I heard this, I heard that. One person told me they thought Netflix was up in the trees at the walk around. Unless you have a link, a picture, an article, or something to prove what you're suggesting to me, don't send me that stuff either. Because then I go down the rabbit hole looking for it, and it's taking my videos hours and hours longer to make. So please, if you want to send me stuff, back up what you're saying, okay? What's the matter? Oh, guess who's here? Yes. Okay, he's camera shy today. Anyway, we have a lot to cover again today, so let's just jump in and get there, shall we? Let's go. Well, I'm going to start off today with these photos of Harry with his family through the years. And I can only say that his constant cries of genetic pain because the Queen didn't do well with Charles and Charles didn't do well with him. What exactly do you think is going to happen to Archie when he reads those Wikipedia pages that talk about how supposedly the family that he, they have to be royals, they have to have prince and princess titles, even though they live in the United States and probably will have nothing to do with them. What do they think? What do Harry and Meghan think is going to happen to their brains, those children's brains, when they read the crap put on their Wikipedia pages? Genetic pain, maybe? All right, let's get in there. All right, I want to start off by saying that Johnny, my Johnny, the one that I discovered, if you guys remember, and I showed you guys, how gorgeous he was and handsome in that kilt, and the whole thing has now been seen and recognized as the hunky man that he is. Apparently, he's making hearts swoon all across the world. But I saw him first. You guys just remember that. I saw him first. I discovered that hunky man first. He'll always be my first love. All right, moving on. All right. So Charles went this morning to Westminster Hall to receive condolences, from the higher echelons, I should say, in the UK. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I find all of this, because this has been going on, the things haven't changed in hundreds of years, and never before has people seen all of this. I think it's really cool. Anyway, he walked in with Camilla. Of course, Johnny was there, looking as dapper as ever, doing his job. He took care of the Queen. Now he's taking care of the King. Charles stood up. He gave a speech. I'm not going to show you the video of it, but I was told it was very moving and eloquent, and he quoted Shakespeare. Very nice. So when that was over, they went to the airport. They flew to Scotland. Here you see Johnny getting off the plane. And Charles changed into a military uniform. So they get in line behind the coffin, because the coffin is going to be taken through the streets of Edinburgh to St. Giles Cathedral. After the queen was placed in the hearse, then everybody took their places. Watch this. And here you can clearly see that the four siblings, and they're all wearing military uniforms except for Andrew. And off they went through the streets of the city. Watch this. Now, while the marching is going on, some guy in the audience decided to scream out some not very nice things. And other people started screaming, "God save the king," to drown him out. And then somebody else got a hold of this guy. So Sophie and Camilla were in cars headed towards the church. And there's Johnny walking next to them. And then they got there. The queen was carried in. Absolutely beautiful music playing, beautiful service. When the service was over, Charles walked out and everybody followed behind. Yep. And these are the guards that watched over her. And we're going to talk more about this in just a minute. But this is just a lovely tradition, I think. All right, the news came out that Andrew will not be allowed to wear his military uniform at the Queen's funeral by the palace. Okay, that was a no. Then it came out that Harry is banned from wearing his uniform at the final vigil for the Queen. Now, at the final vigil for the Queen, Andrew is allowed to wear his military uniform as a sign of respect, one final show of respect. So I think what happened was Andrew was banned. So I think Andrew, since he's wearing his for that final vigil, I think Harry said, well, if I'm going to participate in that, I want to wear my uniform too. And they said no. Here's the thing. Okay, so first of all, when this happened, Omid Scobie lost his brain. So yes, Andrew's going to wear his uniform one more time during this mark of respect. And keep in mind, he is the Queen's son, okay? Harry is the grandson who ran away with his wife to another country, who attacked the family at every turn, and the outfit that he wants to wear belonged to the honorary titles, which were stripped from him. I'm afraid there's a big difference. Now, you guys should know, just as a side note, that the Telegraph, is Camilla Tominey, I think is how you say her name, put out a piece that said Queen Elizabeth would have wanted Prince Harry to wear that military uniform at her funeral. And with that, I agree with this person wrote. If the Queen wanted Harry to wear his uniform, why wasn't he allowed to wear it for Philip's funeral when she was alive? Exactly. Now, if, and I'm saying if I am correct, it's the same thing that happened when the Queen Mother died. You had Andrew, Edward, Charles, and Anne's son, David, I believe his name is. come down, the 4 grandsons come down and take the place of the guards. Here's a small snippet to show you. So if that's the service they're talking about, then that's what you'll expect to see at Westminster. Okay. I want to talk really quickly about the statement that was put out by William versus the statement that was put out by Harry, okay? So William's statement points out that the Queen was an extraordinary leader, committed to the country, and he said, but I've lost a grandmother. He said wonderful words about her, that she was by his side at, the happiest moments, that, he thanked her for her kindness and devotion. The only time he mentioned Catherine is when he said that my wife has had 20 years of her guidance and support, and my 3 children have gotten to spend holidays with her and create memories that will last their whole lifetime. Okay? Harry's statement was, the first page of it was very good, celebrating the grandmother, her commitment to service and duty, globally admired. Let us echo the words she spoke after the passing of Prince Philip. It was good. And then you got to the second page of it. I was just like, are you kidding? He talks about, my earliest childhood memories of you from the time you met my darling wife. And this is what gets me when he says, and hugged your beloved great-grandchildren. Excusez-moi, he met Archie. She met Archie once when Archie was 2 days old, and she met the daughter once. Okay, they had multiple invitations to come. They could have brought the children. The children would have had memories of her. She could have had a relationship with the kids. But Harry and Meghan had multiple invitations, and they turned every one of them down. From the time Archie was claimed to be too young and they flew off to Ibiza, right up until they were offered to come over the summer and they refused. Like, really? Yeah. And I don't like that he stole what Louis said. Catherine has already said that Louis said upon hearing of the Queen's death, well, she'll be happy now because she's back with great grandpa. She'll be back, she's back with Philip. And what does Harry put at the bottom? We smile knowing that you and grandpa are reunited and together. Yeah. Harry, you're not doing well, dude. And I completely agree with this Twitter statement. He did shame himself. He did betray his commander-in-chief, his family, and his country. He is a traitor. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what he and Meghan were doing. They were using the kids as bargaining chips, which is why they withheld the kids from Charles, and they've withheld the kids from the Queen. Charles has only seen the kids one time, from what I understand. I mean, give me a break. Now, a blind item came out on September 8th that said that Meghan was prepared and has a podcast all about what the death of the Queen means. Yeah, she's going to slam the royal family in that one. My suggestion is that she shouldn't air it. That would be a mistake. However, that leads into what has recently come up. Charles has already requested that Harry tell Meghan to cancel her Spotify podcast because she's going to exploit the Queen's death. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that, number one, she's not going to cancel that podcast because she would have to give the money back to Spotify, which is why it's going ahead. Number two, absolutely she's going to exploit the Queen's death, and she'll slam the royal family some more in the process. That's no different than when they asked her to postpone the Oprah show because Philip was in the hospital dying. Did they do that? No. They went right ahead with it. They didn't stop at all. Not at all. Nothing's going to stop them from slamming the royal family. This is just a little blip. And by the same token, Harry would have to cancel the his book with Penguin Random House. He would have to cancel that. Okay? He's not going to. He's already taken a $20 million advance. I mean, we know as soon as all of this is over and they get what they need from it, they're going to move it past. We know what's going to happen. FYI, just out of, information, did anybody happen to notice that the back of Megan's shoes were blood red? Wham. All right, moving on. So I want to go back to the walk around or the walkabout and take another look at this. Now, first of all, you can see Megan side-eyeing Catherine here massively. You can almost see her going, yeah, you're Princess of Wales like Diana was. Yeah, you're married to the king. Your future children are, going to be kings. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can just see it. And she's probably also thinking about how they screwed up the footage they were going to get for Netflix. All right, now here's next. This follower of mine, this subscriber of mine, put up that Megan kept touching her hair and pulling it over her shoulder. And I was like, let's go back and take a look at that, shall we? So here they are walking down. She's playing with her hair again, and the hair is on the left side. She makes sure that it's on the left side. Now, she does have some hanging down the back, but the majority of it is on the left side. You're absolutely correct. Then here they are walking to look at the flowers. She's got hair hanging on the left side. Here she is. It's on the left side. Again. Here she is. She hands them over, and then it's on the left side. Here she is putting it on the left side. That seems to be the theme. Here she is. It's clearly all on the left side, even when she's moving Harry around. Here they are getting ready to leave. She pushes it to the left. Remember I showed you this picture yesterday of the box, this weird boxy thing in the front left on her left hip? Here it is, a little bit closer up. Very odd. Very odd. Well, anyway, now let's look at the left side of her from the back. If you look on the left side, there's like a lump there. Now, I'm not talking about the tight bra and the back fat. I'm talking about the lump on the left side. Here's a little bit picture, a better picture. You can see the very overly tight bra that she's wearing. You can see the strap going up over her left shoulder. Or is that the strap? Is that something else? Let's take a closer look. Above the tight bra strap on the left side and below that obvious bump that she's got going, there's a box there. Yes, I do believe she was taping, and I believe there was something hidden on the left shoulder area, and that's why she had her hair pulled to the left. Every photo of her hair is to the left. I think my follower is right. I think she's covering something up over the left front. I've had people write to me, tell me Netflix was there. Yeah, maybe they were. Maybe she was taping. Who knows? All right, a couple more items I just want to throw in here. First of all, the Daily Mail Online put this article up that said that Meghan Markle thanks royal aides for their help with the floral tributes. But then when you go to open it, they changed it. And they changed it because she didn't thank them for their help. The exchanges between them were very awkward. They were odd. She was, the first guy that walked up and said, please give me the flowers. She said, no, I told them I'd take them over there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. She turned around. Then when the second person went up, she handed them over. Yeah. So, no, there was no thanking of anything. Now, you guys should also be aware that there were multiple dinners held, and there was a dinner with the king at Balmoral, and Harry did not get an invitation. He was completely excluded from the dinner. And can you really blame the family for that? I mean, guys, all this talk about Charles is going to let him come back to work. There's going to be the half in, the half out, blah, blah, blah. He's going to give the kids these titles. I think you guys are about, personally, my opinion, he's about to lop them off at the knees. That's my honest opinion. I think it's just about over for them, and I think they know it, honestly. All right, just a quick update. Remember I told you guys that Oprah wanted to attend the Queen's funeral. It's alleged. Well, it looks like she's trying to do a U-turn out of the drama that she created. Gayle King, who is to Oprah what Omid Scobie is to Meghan, decided to go and interview her friend about what happened with that interview. And here's what was said.
Shell interview. I was as surprised by the bombshell as everybody else. I was doing an interview to offer them a platform to tell their story about why they left. And that was my number one intention, was just clarity on why did you leave?
Mm-hmm. And now people say reconciliation, reconciliation. We hope the brothers reconcile. What do you say?
I do not get into people's family matters. And everybody who has experienced some challenges in their families with in-laws or brothers or sisters knows how difficult some of those situations can be. And I'm sure that, for the royal family, it's no different. And nobody consults me about their family business. So I try to stay out of people's family business.
And after that, Oprah goes, and Gayle, that is the end of this.
Sorry, guys, that doesn't work for me. All right, moving on. All right, now, adding to what I said at the beginning of my video, somebody actually wrote on my YouTube account, can't you even brush your hair and dress in black? No. I'm in the middle of moving. I love the Queen. I respect the Queen. I'm doing the best I can do here, but I don't have time to do my hair, my makeup, and specifically dress in black clothing, most of which I barely own any. So no. And if that bothers you, again, I'll miss you. So sorry. All right, you guys, don't forget to put your comments below because obviously I'm reading them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've already hit the button, double check to make sure that you're still subscribed because people are still letting me know that they're not subscribed. They're unsubscribed. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Getter, Rumble. You can email me. For those of you who have donated to my coffee fund and through the thanks button, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.